Oh, well, hello, it's Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well, hope all are safe. So, I want to say in less than 24 hours, within less than 24 hours, I met the real owners at two different establishments that I went to. So I went to an actual store, like a convenience store just now, and then I went to a facial place yesterday, and like I say, it was all less than 24 hours ago, and literally met the real owners because, like I say, this convenience store that's right up the street, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, I normally see the same people, with the amigos on the register. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, well, this is their store, So let me tell it I'm basically in, in Mexico. So I'm like, okay, so I'm basically I'm around the amigos basically. So you'll assume or think like, oh, okay, well, this is a quote unquote Mexican store. And like I say, ever since I've been going, I've been seeing them. So I'm like, okay, well, I see them long enough to where I'm convinced at this point. Until today, I go, and then there's the like Indian, so to speak, but it's kind of like you could tell they were the owners, because then by the time the lady sees me, she was just kind of like, like looking at me as if who am I, and I'm looking at her like, who are you, because I don't know, if I do see any other caliber, I normally see the amigos. I don't want to say I've never seen any Indians around, but I was not convinced I was at an Indian convenience store, and see them. And yesterday, and mind you, when I did the research, I called myself looking up, or getting address and all the good stuff for this cosmetic place, like the one that does facials and all that good stuff. Let her tell it. I think the lady was Sana or Sarah, her name is, it's kind of like, she kind of gave me like, okay, maybe she's, African or Ethiopian or something like that. And it does, at the small print or in the part of it, does read, okay, black owner or black owned, or, and then you look at the name, and when you hear her, so like, oh, okay, well, you sound like you're probably from, Africa, Ethiopia maybe, or, basically from West Africa, South Africa, you're from Africa, so to speak. If I, let me assume or guess, and I'm thinking like, okay, whatever, but I get there, and it's the same lady, Sana or Sarah or whatever her name was, but she's from Brazil, so it's like, you're not Brazil, Spain, and it's like, you're quote unquote black, so it's like, it's kind of like, to me, I'm just kind of, so you had to squint your eyes a little bit, but then on the flyer or on the menu, where you're like, okay, this whatever type of facial do you want, or what type of service you want, there's literally a deeply melanated lady on the front page. So it's like, kind of like, I am down, or I am quote unquote black, and it's kind of like, you'll get the impression that, oh, okay, some African lady or some quote unquote black woman is going to do my services. I mean, not that's what you're looking for, but if you know what I mean, if you follow the advertising, that's kind of what it's giving you. Yeah, but upon getting there, and this lady, she's like, oh, to explain the accent, oh, this lady's from Spain, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, she was polite for the most part, but it's like, you're not, to me, I felt like that was a deception, because it's like, you're not who you say you were, and I'm sure you don't identify, because like I say, you don't give me, she didn't give me nappy head at all, and she wasn't, so I mean, yeah, so I met the owner there, and then even at these stores too, you'll see a lot of, and more say what I've seen, those Indians, that's basically another word for saying Asian. So it's like, I'll tell you, they're here, they're setting up shop, I'm telling you. Because like, you go for, and there's different prices too. Remember I told you, when amigos come, it's a clean, oh, okay, it's $2, or a clean is $3, $4, whatever it is, it's a clean that. Let them ring you up, it's going to be $1, or from 25 cents to $1 more. Let them ring you up. And like I said, this go round, one of them rung me up, and it was a whole dollar more. $1 more I paid. Yeah, so yeah, this would be the second time, I want to say, that I've noticed within 24 hours that I've met the real owners of these establishments. And you'll think they're the owners, or it's this certain people type. Even with these quote unquote, like that black owned sign or Black Lives Matter on the wall, you better squint your eyes, because to me, that's deception. Because it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I know niggas will cough up the money. Cause like I say, that's why those Indians set up shop, and they niggas gonna cough up the money. Mexicans, whoever you want to call them, most of the time we will spend the money, and most of the time in the wrong direction too. So they know where to set up shop, and they'll say like, oh, you're so broke and dumb, this and that, but they know they're gonna be spending your dumb, riding dumb on your dumb money. So it's like, It just all one big game. I was like, setup, yeah. But yeah, that's my cue though. That's my cue to not go back to that store because it's kind of like, I found that interesting. You know, the lady was looking at me like, you know, like who are you? You know, and I'm looking at her like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's good to know though. I for sure that it's good to know because I'm like, yeah, that's my cue to stop going here because I don't like to be overcharged anyway. And plus, I like to know who the hell I'm doing business. I don't like the deception. I don't like the sleight of hand. Like, oh, okay, you have pet shop on the store, but then you go inside, it's a gun shop. You know, so it's kind of I don't like that. Yeah. So the whole I'm a pander. That lady, the lady at the facial, the lady that does the facials, that was pandering. Like, oh, the whole I'm gonna portray, like I said, let the flyer and the website tell it, oh, this is, you know, coiled head owned, or we cater to the coiled heads. But then you get there, it's kind of you looking like, who are you? You know what I mean? You're expecting something else, and getting deceived. I already say everything is a damn lie, but you know, that's why I'm like, okay, I'll just had a spell. So I'm like, all right, it was kind of driving me crazy, but I'm like, because I'm noticing in it, and it's like, yeah, just really just sitting up there lying. It's like, and I'm just noticing all these lies, noticing all the BS, and I'm like, trying not to, yeah, but yeah, I thought I'd make that known. Yeah, so they're here. Thought you had to watch out for the zombies. No, watch out for the others, to say the least. But yeah, anyway, but I hope all are safe. I will return. The hell is that? Yep, hope all are well. Hope all are safe.